Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something incredibly special. Something that blends classic American muscle with modern-day stealth. This is the 2025 Chevy Nova Super Sleeper 454, a car that looks like it belongs to a different era, but hides a beast under the hood. If you're someone who appreciates old-school vibes but craves heart-thumping performance, then this ride is going to blow your mind. Let's start with that timeless design. At first glance, you might be fooled into thinking, this is just a nicely restored vintage Nova, maybe something that rolled out of the early 70s. But look closer. At the front, the 2025 Nova Super Sleeper keeps things clean and minimal. There are no aggressive spoilers, no flashy LEDs screaming for attention. The grille is subtly blacked out, giving it a ghostly menace. The headlights are retro-inspired, halogens with a modern twist tucked behind a smoked lens, giving off that perfect blend of nostalgia and performance. The bumper is flush, simple, and doesn't try to shout for attention. It whispers, and if you're a car enthusiast, you hear it loud and clear. Moving to the side profile, this is where the Sleeper identity really shines. There are no badges, no stripes, no wild flares, just a smooth, straight bodyline and a set of matte-finished 17-inch wheels hiding enormous Brembo brakes behind vintage-looking Steelies. It still rides on a classic coupe frame, but with a lowered stance that tells you something sinister is going on under the skin. The panel gaps are laser-perfect and the door handles are chrome, a nod to the past. The car even uses classic side mirrors, but with modern blind spot tech integrated seamlessly. Round the back, and it's more of that stealth muscle language. You get dual chrome exhaust tips peeking from beneath the bumper, nothing exaggerated, just real. The taillights retain the rectangular shape from the original Nova but are now LED lit with a smoky finish. A small badge on the trunk simply says 454 in old-school script, which is the only real hint that this is not your average Sunday cruiser. Step inside, and this is where Chevy has done some serious magic. The interior of the 2025 Nova Super Sleeper 454 is a masterclass in keeping things vintage, while making sure you don't miss out on modern comfort. The seats are classic leather buckets with retro stitching, but they're power-adjustable, heated, and cooled. The dashboard looks analog with faux wood inlays and rotary dials, but hidden behind those dials is a fully digital cluster that only reveals itself when you fire up the engine. The steering wheel is a throwback 3-spoke wrapped in real leather, with hidden buttons for audio and cruise control on the underside, so it doesn't break the vintage illusion. The center console is minimal, but houses a wireless charger, USB-C ports, and even a stealth touchscreen that pops out only when prompted by voice or a concealed button. The sound system, a custom-tuned Bose system disguised behind mesh that looks like an old radio speaker grill. The cabin is quiet thanks to acoustic insulation, but don't worry, you'll still hear that monster V8 growl when it's time. And speaking of monsters, let's talk about what really makes this Nova Super. Under the hood is a hand-built 454 cubic inch LSX V8, churning out a mind-blowing 720 horsepower and 710 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, and there's even an optional Tremec 6-speed manual for the purists. 0 to 60? You're looking at 3.4 seconds. Quarter mile? Mid-tens, depending on tire setup. This thing is tuned to embarrass modern sports cars while looking like your uncle's weekend cruiser. Chevy has upgraded everything. Adjustable magnetic suspension, launch control, traction, and stability systems that are track-ready but hidden behind a classic setup. You can cruise in comfort or go full beast mode with a twist of the drive mode. Dial. The exhaust is electronically controlled too. Quiet in the neighborhood, thunderous on the highway. Now let's talk price. The base price starts at around $89,000. But that's for the standard sleeper package. If you want the full 454 Super Sleeper with performance upgrades, carbon drive shaft, manual gearbox, track setup, and the retro modern interior package, you're looking at closer to $110,000. It's not cheap, but considering the level of craftsmanship, performance, and sheer cool factor, it's a strong value proposition for enthusiasts and collectors alike. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Chevy Nova Sleeper 454 is not just a tribute to the past, it's a reinvention. It's for those who want the muscle car feeling without the flashy look, who want to destroy supercars at red lights and still fly under the radar. It's an emotional machine, and it respects its roots while fully embracing what modern engineering can deliver. If you're someone who loves to drive, who respects the golden age of muscle, but doesn't want to sacrifice comfort or reliability, this car deserves your attention. Before we wrap this up, if you're considering one, my suggestion is simple. Get your name on a list. These are limited, and when the car community catches on, they'll be gone. This isn't just a car, it's a statement, a piece of art wrapped in sheet metal and thunder. Thanks for watching the review of the 2025 Chevy Nova Sleeper 454. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into iconic machines, and let us know in the comments. Would you rather drive a modern sports car or an old-school sleeper with modern power? Catch you in the next one. And remember, sometimes it's the quiet ones you need to watch out for.